Thank you, soldier. My prepared text today was to have been, "Make thy name be remembered in all generations." But I think I'm going to depart from my prepared sermon. While I was listening to the sergeant's solo, I kept looking up at our service flag. I was thinking of the men in service. I see some of them here this morning. Private Roberts, Sergeant Jackson, Lieutenant Carter, and,
Private Parks, first class.
First class is right. I was over at the USO the other night, and I met somebody I hadn't seen in quite a long time. The last time I saw this man, well, one of my members treated me to a ticket to Yankee Stadium to see Joe Louis versus Max Smaley. In 1 minute and 49 seconds, an American fist won a victory. But it wasn't the final victory. No, that victory is going to take a little longer, and a whole lot more American fists. Now, those two men that were matched in the ring that night are matched again. This time in a far greater arena, and for much greater stakes. Max Smaley, a paratrooper in the Nazi army. Men turned into machines, challenging the world. Joe Louis, training for the fight of his life. This time it's a fight not between man and man, but between nation and nation. It's a fight for the real championship of the world, to determine which way of life shall survive, their way or our way. And this time, we must see to it that there is no return engagement. For the stakes this time are the greatest men have ever fought for. And what are the stakes? The American stakes. The German stakes, the Bible of the Nazis, the gospel according to Hitler. I'm not going to read all of this, but there are one or two things in this book that will interest you. I quote, "What is denied to us, the German fist must take." If our forefathers had made their decisions by the same pacifist nonsense as the present day does, we would possess but a third of our existing territory. Further, he says, from time to time, the illustrated papers show how a Negro has become a lawyer, a teacher, perhaps even a minister. It never dawns on the degenerate middle-class America that this is truly a sin against all reason, that it is criminal madness to train a born half-ape until one believes one has made a lawyer of him. This book was written 20 years ago. The plan which it foreshadowed has become a reality. And the Nazis now instruct their disciples in terms such as these. We must strive by any means to conquer the world. Any methods are permissible. Lie, betray, kill. Kill and kill again. Kill the Slavs, the Russians, the Poles, the Czechs. Don't stop, whether you have an old man, a woman, a girl or boy, kill. If we want to create our great German empire, we must exterminate everybody who stands against us. The liberty of the whole earth depends on the outcome of this contest. Americans have always guarded liberty. The seed took root in Boston. In that city is the Granary Burial Ground, 1660. Within this ground are buried the victims of the Boston Massacre, March 5th, 1770. The first to die in the Boston Massacre was Crispus Attucks. Long as freedom's cause the wise contend, dear to our country shall your fame extend, while to the world the lettered stone shall tell where Caldwell, Attucks, Gray, and Maverick fell. At Concord Bridge, Sam Craft and John Ferret helped to fire the shot heard round the world. At Bunker Hill, on June 17, 1775, gun belonged to Peter Salem, a colored man who carried it at Lexington, Concord, and Bunker Hill, and with it shot Major Pitcairn. And on Christmas Day, 1776, when all but the bravest hearts had lost hope, Prince Whipple took his place alongside those who pushed on. In the winter of '78 at Valley Forge, George Washington wrote, "Our soldiers have been a week without food. They are naked and starving. We cannot enough admire their unshakable patience and loyalty." Here Samuel Haynes, Salem Poor, and thousands of others left their bleeding footprints in the snow. In this war, the people of the New World won their independence. They joined hands, and 13 colonies became the United States. Then the people of the new republic began to build. Together, they pioneered, and together they made territories into states. By 1812, a wilderness was becoming a great nation. Then came war. At Lake Erie, Tyler Thompson heard Admiral Curry's immortal words, "We have met the enemy, and they are ours." And in New Orleans, when General Jackson said, "By the eternal they shall not sleep on our soil," Thomas Wilson was there. America began to build ships. Then came 1861. That government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from this earth. With malice toward none, with charity for all. Then America began to rebuild.
I've been working on the railroad all my
So long, boss. So long, Frank. So long, Pete. Take care of everything. You know what I mean.
What's the matter, Jim? You quitting?
Man, I'm going to Cuba.
Cuba?
Yeah, with the 9th Regiment, United States Cavalry, horses.
Jim fought in the Spanish-American War at Santiago.